Hello and welcome to another video. First of all, I want to give you an update on my Forex Fund challenge. I have stopped trading it for now. I'm still in profit, 1% or something. But as the challenge comes to its end, the 30 days, I decided to leave it how it is, and so I can take a free retake, and most probably I will start another challenge from the end of the first week in January. Until then I will practice a little more and also have some other work to do, so I don't have too much time to trade. Okay, so that's it. On this video I will be doing the analysis for the next week. I will not talk so much, so expect a long video, but to fill the silence I will put some nice music in the background. So yeah, I will start at looking at BTC USD, as I believe it for now it could go a little lower, and let's find why and where and what to expect. Okay, this zone for me here will not hold because it has a lot of liquidity below, and there's also imbalance below and so on. The first zone could be this one, this little consolidation before the break of structure, and this doji candle, the wick that took liquidity from all these lows here. So yeah, this is what I expect to go at least to this zone before going back up. Now on the other side, this is some bullish action now, and yeah, the first zone could be this one here. So this wick took liquidity from 4 candles high. We could see some reaction here, but after that we have some more liquidity here and imbalance above, and also a nice order block. That would be this candle here, also with imbalance below, and this candle took liquidity from 2 highs here, and also this entire move up took liquidity from all these highs here. And yeah, so up and back down. We could see some reaction also from this order block here, but after all I believe it will go lower. This zone also was mitigated a little bit, but now deeply mitigated, and this sell to buy here also took liquidity. Lower than that, I don't believe it will go. Okay, there's also a little zone here from rally, base rally, but it's too small and I don't believe it has it has many liquidity here. So yeah, that's it. The first sell zone is here, and then the second sell zone is up here. That's about BTC. Now let's go to our friend Euro USD. Okay, we are in a weekly demand zone or a rally base rally zone. Right now, this is the base before the break of structure here. And now let's find there could be potential buys here or wait for the pullback to then go lower, even lower. Now as for okay, this one is the last buy to sell. Didn't took much liquidity. There's still liquidity above this equal highs here. This is also a 4-hour order block that could be refined to a lower time frame that took liquidity from this high, this high, this high, and this high. So it took a lot of liquidity to make the next move down. This is just a mitigation of an order block here. So on a lower time frame there was a break of structure here, mitigation of the order block to push the price lower now. In terms of liquidity to the upside, there are equal highs here, and this high pretty close to that here, and imbalance above, and also a lot of imbalances still open here. So let's try to refine this OB. Okay. Okay, this was a daily OB. Let's try to find the 4-hour. Okay, how I like to do it is, this is the impulse move up, and it took liquidity, and then the move down, and I like to extend the zone, so there's still at the start of the imbalance, so there is still imbalance left open here, and this would be just fine, this 4-hour zone. Let's lock it. Okay, as you can see how the orders after this OP was created was stacked. Another consolidation, the break of the highs to take liquidity to push down, creating some equal highs here, another push up to take more liquidity, to make the real break of structure or the displacement in price, making a break of structure here, and this little doji here with imbalance above was just enough to move then the price lower. So mitigation of this little area here. Again, the same story, creating liquidity, breaking liquidity, creating liquidity with equal highs, faking the move down, returning up to take liquidity from these highs, and then the move down. That's what happened. These zones are all mitigated. Now here, for me, this was just a liquidity grab, and this little it's not valid anymore. So we are in a weekly demand zone, and let's see what the price will give us. For now, this was a drop, base, drop, return to the base, another drop lower. Maybe we can see another push lower to make the three-step exhaustion of the trend to then initiate the pullback. So definitely I'm expecting the start of the week to be bullish. And this zone for this entire purple zone to hold for now. This is also the 4-hour daily protected high. If we break this high, then we should switch our bias to bullish. Until then, we are bearish. None of this zone, neither this or this, has taken a lot of liquidity before the drop. So for me, are weak order blocks. Yeah, some reaction could happen. This doji here and this doji here, but as I said, this is just liquidity points. The real order block is up here. Okay, there's on EU, there's not a lot to say. As I said, maybe we can see. Let's go on a lower time frame, 1 hour. I'm considering this an order block. We've printed some liquidity here. The liquidity was taken from these lows and also this low here. And I'm expecting to tap the price somewhere here and to push higher, at least to make the sort touch of this trend line. So So this was the start of the move here. So this is the first candle that broke structure, at least here and here. But if we plot the zone, you will see that there is no liquidity, no imbalance. So I would move the zone to the first imbalance. It goes like something like this. Yeah, it's a big zone. Of 30 pips. This little doji is cleared, so a refined zone to that last point would be like this, from this high to this low. And I would not trade this entire zone, but just this refined zone. I could also try to look at some lower time frames. We are already on the 5 minutes, so it's just fine like this. So let's say we start on Monday or on Sunday evening and go something like this, and then up, maybe. And there's liquidity definitely above these highs here. And you could also make a trend line like this. Let's say something like this. So up, and then a tap here into the trend line for the third time, inducing sells because of these equal highs here. So there's also liquidity here. So then a lower mitigation of an order block here, and then going up for the liquidity of this equal highs, this equal highs, and the trend line. And yeah, after that the target, most probably this trend line here, or at least there is an order block here that took liquidity from this high here. So for the long, this should be the target, somewhere here. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Okay, let me save this chart and post it into the Discord. And let's go further to the next pair, GU. Okay, there's no Wyckoff for me now because this high is too high. So Again, let's go from the weekly down just to get an idea. We are bearish on the weekly. We tapped into this demand zone here. The first time reaction, the second time to take liquidity from the first stop, and now we are going lower. And yeah, the next weekly bigger weekly supply zone is here. No, demand zone is here. Damn it, I always mix the supply and demand. So demand is on top, demand is on bottom, supply is on top. Whatever. Just mixing it. Yeah, we are far from this zone here. There was a liquidity grab within this week here, and then the mitigation with this week down here of an order block here. So but rather than that, this is the first or let's say the last sell to buy that broke structure here. After that, after this sell candle, all candles were bullish and broke structure, and also there is still some imbalance left open here. So after all, this is my target for this down move. Of course, we could have some reaction, some pullback. And let's see what we are having on a daily. So this is the last for our protected high. Why? Because this drop initiated up here, so it was drop, a pullback, a drop, a pullback, a drop, and now we are in pullback mode. There is a trend line here, the surge touch, and now the plan is to tap into this 2-minute order block. If I enlarge, you will see 2-minute order block with imbalance above. Now let's go through how I found this order block here. Let's go on the 1 hour first. Again, the drop, the base, the drop, 1, 2, 3 pushes down, and the start of the pullback. We came into this 1 hour buy to sell that left imbalance below. We tapped, we initiated the down move, the break of structure, taking liquidity, from all the buys here. So there was trend line liquidity here, and then taking this out, going up, making equal highs, breaking structure, taking out equal highs, tap into a higher order block here, creating a new order block here, and the move down to this order block here that left some imbalance open, which is now closed. So this move down, this wick down, took liquidity from all these lows here, this low here, and this low here. And now, frankly, I expect the price just to go through these lows, this low, and tap into this 2-minute order block here. So this is already the short touch of the trend line. So 1, 2, 3, closed some imbalance, going back down, and yeah, the play would be something like this. Of course, the price will do its thing on the way up and down, creating more liquidity, but the main move should be something like this. Now let's see how I spotted this 2-minute order block. As you can see, this entire week took liquidity from these 2 weeks here. Also, the previous week took liquidity from two candles here. Okay. So now let's go back in time, just not to scroll so much. Let's just hide it. Hide. And now let's go to time frame lower. There is also another order block down here that took liquidity from this low, but this for me is not so important. This move took more liquidity than this move here. So let's go to the 30-minute, and this is the zone we are looking at. As you can see, there are no imbalance on the 15-minute. Also, all imbalance closed with this wick down. Let's go then on the 10-minute chart. Also, all imbalance closed. Let's say 5-minute chart. Also, all imbalance closed. And then I went minute by minute down. So 4-minute imbalance closed, 3-minute imbalance closed here, 2-minute, and here it is. This one is mitigated here. So there's this little, I was looking at this or some other, that just pulled back the rectangle. Yeah, I was looking to this list, last sell to buy that took liquidity unmitigated. So, and I mark it like this. This is the start, and this is the end of the zone. So the start of the move down that took liquidity from 1, 2, 3, 4 candles and left some imbalance open above. So that's it. That's my 2-minute zone.
I want you, you know. Come back, baby.
Okay, sorry. Need to stop the replay.
I love another woman. I won't do that no more.
So the same happened after this order block creation here. Higher highs, higher lows, higher high, lower low to take some liquidity, higher high to tap into this order block to go higher, making roughly equal lows here, going down, take out the liquidity from these lows to move the price higher, making a higher high, tapping into an order block here to go higher, equal highs, liquidity grab, another liquidity grab, the change of trend, and then the same thing, creating equal highs, the change of trend here, liquidity grab from these equal highs, and stepping into an OB here to move the price lower. This was a 80 pip move here, caught on Friday, 90 pip move, and then tapping into this order block here, and that took liquidity from these lows to make some bullish action. As I told you, I'm expecting this trend line to get broken, the tap into this zone. So how to trade this zone is well, up to you, since it's a very small zone. It's a 4 pip zone. You could do it just aggressively, so entry above this zone, so that's one option. Stop loss accounting the spread below the zone, and yeah, or stop loss hit, or a good RR trade in place up to this zone here. So this could be let's measure it. So this is buy, stop loss just a notch below, and targeting just below this zone here, and it's 1 to 23 risk to reward trade. After that we will see what the price will do, or a deeper mitigation of this zone, or even go higher to grab this liquidity from this high and tap into an OB here. So we could try to refine an order block up here. Again, let's go back in time, replay tool, as you can see, there is still some imbalance here left open into this move down. There is no much to do here. The move up was quick, the move down not so quick.
you need, but they got me looking for gas. It's a pity. Low down and dirty shame.
Well, an OB that stands out for me is
Tell me how can a poor man make it? I say when money
this is too low. They're still in balance here. This one was closed. Let's go to the 2 minute. Imbalance is closed, imbalance almost closed. All mitigated with this slightly lower highs. The one place that stands out for me is this one here, even on the 2 minute. This is the spot. Like this.
I haven't seen any rain. Dragging around a falling chain.
So yeah, for now, looking the start of the week to sell, then the middle of the week to buy, and then potentially to sell again.
A falling chain. Angel says it's 11:15. I'll catch the next elevator to heaven.
Let's go further on EU, AU, Aussie. Okay, this is all old shit. There was this nice consolidation here and the break of the consolidation. So impulsive move, correction, impulsive move, correction, impulsive move, correction, impulsive correction, impulsive move, correction, impulsive move down. And now we are feeling just every bit of this daily, weekly order block here that took liquidity from all these highs here. So I'm expecting this one to hold or will not hold, I don't know. For now, looking still pretty bearish. And if you go to the daily at least, we can see this was one option. Here another option is a deeper mitigation of this order block here. So let's try to find if this one will not hold. We still have few pips left. Let's try to find a spot here to go potential long. And let's take it from here, because we already had some mitigation. Okay, for our nothing fancy, all is closed. Yeah, from week to week this is also closed. Maybe on this mitigation here, let's go on the 3 hour. Okay, as you can see on the 3 hour we have here below this OB with some imbalance left open, as you can see up here. Let's see what we can find on the 2 hour. Okay, we can narrow down this range to here, so even to this candle. So this was the start of the move down that broke here some lows, mitigation of this sell to buy, and imbalance left open. This is one option, and if you go to a very deep mitigation of this entire order block would be, for me, from this low here to this wick here with some imbalance still left open. But we will see how the price will approach this zone if the purple one don't hold. Okay, these are the two zones below. Let's go back on the daily, you will see what I mean. So, boss, pullback, boss, consolidation, pullback. It's going strong down, but so it went here, strong down. And then up, and we are still we have still open some imbalance here on some order blocks. Let's see what the price will do on a 1 hour time frame, yeah, or just going down to lower obese and then turning up, and then on the upside, well, there's nothing here. I have also this, not need anymore, not needed anymore, not needed anymore. Okay, there is still liquidity from this high and this high. This is the protected high because it's the high of the last pullback. Even on the 4 hour, I believe, yes. So four-hour protected high, and switch back to the 1 hour liquidity, just like this. Okay, so every this lower high is a liquidity point. So yeah. Well, this one is valid because it took liquidity and there's imbalance below. Here nothing for now, and we are just going bearish, so maybe a play like this or even the lower one to go then here. This one is not valid anymore. Okay, so this is it, GJ.
I give you all I own. That's one thing you can't.
Okay, the tap into weekly, daily
I give you all.
demand supply zone. Why this one? This was on a daily. Because there was one last push up that took liquidity before the drop down, and I believe it was also on a lower time frame, but for now it doesn't matter. Here we have the zone hold for now, so we are on a daily, we are still bullish with the main change. The main change of trend happened here on a daily. Making here a lower low, and yeah. So if you count this entire move up as an impulse or just the impulse here, this is the next zone or the last sell to buy, but there's no liquidity here. It's just a demand zone before this break of structure here on a, I don't know, 4 hour time frame. So also there's a ton of liquidity down here. So this impulsive move up was just, you can see how the liquidity over these tops. So lower highs was created, inducing even some sell here, faking break of structure to then take the liquidity out so that the liquidity is taken, and we could see the tap into this zone, another liquidity grab from these lower highs, and
you know my love will follow you as the years go past.
This is not anymore the protected high. The protected high is here, because this was the last pullback. Well, in my opinion, at least for me, I need the price to develop a little more. This target of this down move was anticipated. I didn't trade it. I traded the GU drop on Friday, but there was a lot of liquidity from this trend line up, from these roughly equal lows here, and no real order block that grabbed liquidity was on the way down, and this was the first order block, and just above this order block equal lows. So this move down to this point was anticipated and predicted, and from here we will see how the price will develop. For sure, the 4-hour trend is bearish, but we could see a push higher to take liquidity to close some of this imbalance, to then drive the price lower. UJ, there's a nice setup, or a nice setup here. I will just leave what have deleted. This is also a liquidity line, but it's not necessary anymore. So let's go on a daily. Okay. We have left a ton of imbalance on this move up, so we have rally base rally, creating equal lows on this consolidation, equal highs, taking out the equal lows, taking out these highs. Also there was a trend line here, there was a trend line here, taking those out and now moving lower. Also there is this weekly liquidity line here, so I'm expecting it to drop, and to drop hard. If you look to the weekly chart, this is the weekly liquidity line with all these tops. So 1, 2, 3 taken out, and now just to move the price lower. Also creating an order block here. So I'm expecting the price to go down. And yeah, what we are left with it's this 1 hour buy to sell that broke structure, that took liquidity from these highs and this high here also. So the play is like this. And that's it. I will not look at USD CAD. I'm not interested in trading it.
Sorrow in my time. Well, I've been down for so long. It's getting hard to get better.
Okay, that's it. That's how I go through the charts, and yeah, hope you find it useful. If you had the patience to be for 1 hour with me rambling on the charts, congratulations, and thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.